down here in the basement again today, my workshop, Dale's workshop, and I've been commissioned by my wife to build her a little rustic wagon. So this is what I've come up with so far. Well, this is the base. It's going to be the bed of the wagon. It's about 16 inches wide and almost 24 inches long. I'm going to have two of these on each end, two slats on each end, and I have two of these on each side. Two of those on each side, which will look something like that. But this is oak. Of course, this is some kind of a, I don't know what kind of board it is. You probably do, but that's what I got so far. But this is this is going to be a fun build, I think. I think it's coming together. So here's the other side, and over here I have the two ends that will sit in there like so. So can you make any sense of it now? That's what I'm doing. This is going to be the base, this right here, and two sides, two ends. And once I get all these notches cut out, I'll be back. Well, there you have it. This will fit in like so. And I will put a board here that will help hold those in. That's the beginning of the wagon. Now I'll take the chisel and I'll cut those holes out. I thought there was something wrong. I forgot to cut down into the board here. Yeah, cut down, and it's much easier to chisel that out once it's cut. Okay, now I've got all my notches cut out, and so I'll show you those. So here they are. They're all cut out on all sides, on the ends. Everything will fit in like so. Now I've got to cut a little board that will fit here all the way around. So now I'm going to go cut that out, and so when I get that taken care of, I'll be back. Well, I've got all my railing cut. They're all here. I've got them 45 on the end. I think that'll just look nicer. I'm going to glue all of this. Glue it up and use a brad nail on it. So I think once that glue dries, I think it'll hold pretty good. We've got it 45 here. I think it's going to fit fine. So far, it's looking pretty good. Let's glue this thing up and we'll see what it looks like. Well, there's the bed. All the 45s worked out almost the way I wanted it to. So that'll be the side of it. And let's put the rails on it now and see what it looks like with the rails. Naturally, I'd put it on backwards. Now the camera stopped for some reason, but anyway, these fit. Now let's see if we can get the front to fit. Perfect. That is the wagon without wheels. So here you go. Once we get wheels on it and a handle, I think it's going to look nice. Now I got to call it stairs, get the person who wanted this made down here, and see if this is kind of what she had in mind. I thought I'd sit it up here on a saw, so maybe you could see it a little bit better. Lighting's a little better too. So it's looks kind of like a basket now maybe, but once we get finished, put the wheels on it and put the tongue on it to pull it with, then I think it will look exactly like a wagon. So that's what we're looking for. I just called the wife down. She's pleased with what she sees so far. And she's happy, I'm happy. All right, hang in there with me. We got to figure out the wheels on it. I don't know if I'm gonna try to buy some or make them yet. It's gonna be a quick decision though. I'm not sure that the ones I would make would look as good as the bought ones. So if I can find a good deal, I may go that direction. Okay, so I've made me a pattern for my wheel, and I've transferred it all to these boards here. And I'm going to be cutting this out on my scroll saw, so I've drilled holes into for the spokes, and I'm still drilling. All right, so we'll go ahead and get all these holes drilled in here. This will be for cutting out this particular spoke, or each individual spoke. I'll have to drill a hole here because I have to run the scroll saw blade up through this hole, which I'll show you in a little bit, in order to cut out the spoke. So anyway, we'll go ahead and finish drilling this up, and then we'll get the saw set up and show you what we're doing. Well, I'm not a very good scroll sawer. I'm not a very good scroll sawer. I'm not a very good scroll sawer. That don't sound right. Either way, I haven't done a lot of work on scroll saw, but this requires it, so I'm gonna have to do this. And kind of looking forward to it because it gives me practice on. I think I've got it set up now with the tension and everything. So we're gonna cut all this out in a scroll saw and cut each individual piece out, and that's probably going to take a little while. So I'll show you how I'm doing it, and then once we're finished, we'll get on with building the wagon. Yeah? Where were you? Hope you come in fussing about something. Last time I think Angie made him give up his chipmunk. He wasn't happy about that. I know, I'm sorry. You know how they are. Why don't you take that and put it in the trash can? Huh? Would you? All right. Well, I just finished cutting out all 4 wheels. Kind of crude looking right now, but the time I get through sanding and using the router on them, they should look pretty good. So we'll see about doing that tomorrow. Well, we got them all smooth. I didn't video putting them through the router and sanding them. So, but anyway, now they're all smooth, and ready to drill the hole in the center, get them attached. Now I just got to figure out how I'm going to attach them underneath, or like so, or like so underneath it. If I attach them underneath here in the front, then I can have them where they can turn. But if I just put them right here on the side, they're not going to be able to turn. So I think either way will be okay. Well, now we're to a stage that I got to stain all these wheels, and I've got all the axles and axle holders and everything, so I got to stain all that. I'm using, what, Opie? What do you want, buddy? We've got English. Anyway, it's a darker stain. Yeah, I think that's about right. My wife said she wanted a dark stain, so this is the one we'll use. You can see what it's going to do, how much time it's probably going to take me, probably in 30 minutes to an hour to get all this done. Oh, I did look a little closer. It's men wax, and it's English chestnut is the color. I've had this for a long time. I don't use a lot of stains, but I have several on hand, so in case I do need it, I got it. So far it's working out real good on it. It's got the, like I said, it's got the darker shade that I wanted. Here's one that I finished. You can tell it's color's good. These are what's going to hold the axle underneath. It's going to go up under here. Anyway, I'll show you all of this once I get stained. You don't want to sit here and watch me stain everything. So see you in a bit. Now you come in here to tell me something. What was it? He's always coming in to help me. Wants to get involved, but now he's a little camera shy. Yeah, I know. Okay, can't want them all. Okay, so we got 2 of the wheels mounted, and this is kind of how I did it. Put this block on here. I tacked it from the other side and glued it. Put the dowel axle pin in here. Extended it on out here, and then now it will roll, will spin. That one's a little wobbly, but hey, it's rustic. Nothing's ever perfect when it's rustic, right? Halfway done on the wheels. Well, today I finished the wagon. I'll show it to you in just a second, but I just wanted to tell you it was a fun build. I didn't have any dimensions, measurements or anything, so if in fact you like the wagon and you want more information on it as far as the width and the size of the wheels and all that stuff, well, you can leave me a comment and I'll figure all that out and get it to you. Complete with tongue, wheels. Yeah, I think it turned out really great. Vickie really likes it. Done in time that she can fill it full of straw and put whatever she wants in there. I built it where you can remove those. That one's kind of stuck in there, but you can remove all of the fronts and the sides. They all move, all removable. I didn't video making the tongue because I forgot, but this is I think it's a 1 by, it's small anyway. It's probably about 1.5 inches wide. And it's an 8-foot long piece, but it's a white pine. She wanted it kind of a red, so we did that. I attached this piece here where the tongue can fit into it. Now, it does. The wheels don't turn; they only go back and back and forth. They do turn. They don't pivot like you can't turn it that way. I didn't have any plans, so I just made it up as I went, taking all the scrap wood that I could find. Everything was secondhand wood. Like these were pallets that I'd had for a long time. This was actually lattice that we had on our deck, and I had some left over, and it's set out there and got weathered, and so I took all that apart. That is just, I think it's like the kind of stuff you put on a roof to attach your roof to and stuff. And this is lattice work. The wheels were made out of plywood. I used dowels for the pivot point there, and I put a dowel here for the T-handle. So I'm really kind of proud of it. I think it looks good. If you have any questions about it, or as far as measurements or anything like that, if you're interested, you can leave me a comment down below in the comments and ask me a question about measurements or everything. It's quite all right. I'll answer your questions as best I can. That's it, guys. This is going to wrap this video up. So if you would subscribe to my channel, I sure would appreciate it. And hit that like button down there. And if you got any comments, or let me hear from you on those. And well, gosh, we'll see you next time, I guess, on the next build. Thank you for watching. Well, my daughter saw the one I made for my wife, and she just had to have one of her own. So there it is. I made her one also. Hope you enjoyed, Ange.